And if you here because somebody, and because they're not moving or they're pushing around, well, first of all, but because the shit show has just, but I'm just saying, provided the fact that have chosen to walk away from you, send them ran over multiple times. I've made a video flow. We're going to get 3D union. And it's just going to be that will draw that person in, and that person has no choice. And all these people that they have told all this stuff, so punishing them over them, that is surrounding them, that is following them, and so they can correct what they have been walking away from your twin flame journey. It means that you're walking away from this. Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyan Krumpa. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Today is 9/22, which is the Galactic Activation Portal. For those of you that are event souls such as myself, you are constantly ascending and moving into your ascension light body, which is your angelic body. For those of you that are in my ascension group, you already have your information on how to find your galactic signatures, to find out your portal that you were born into, so you can continuously make sure that you're doing your affirmation for your soul on those specific days. I have posted it within the group because, like I have said, until time immemorial, that the twin flame journey is more about ascension and the mission of, ascending and evolving into your human self, transitioning into your spirit self, if that makes sense. Not so much about the romance and the 3D confinements that we have given it, which has been a misconstrue of information. That's not what it's about. The twin flame journey is bigger than the physical. It is spiritual first. And for the powers that be, they know that. And so a lot of us are getting distracted and, oh my God, when am I going to be with the one that's supposed to make my whole life complete? Well, first of all, if you haven't discovered by now, you are the one. There is no one outside of you that's coming to save you. Your other half of your soul, if you're fortunate enough to have an awakened soul at this time on the earth, if you have someone that is their full, complete, and whole self, and they are awakened, then that is a blessing within itself. So, I am here because somebody has a secret. Someone has some things that I feel like you should know. And because they're not moving or they're not making any moves, because I'm tapped in, tuned in, and turned all the way on to my God frequency, I felt like, let me go ahead and tap in and see what the heck is going on. So let me go ahead and call in some help. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Jophiel, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. For those of you that are coming to my Reclaim Your Power series, oh my God, you guys, we are constantly growing. We are constantly having new people that are joining every day. And I am telling you, after the 1st of October, it will go up to the regular price, which is $999.99. Right now, you have it at a special price as $888.88. You should take advantage of that, taking into consideration that you also have to pay for your hotel expenses as well, which is going to be discounted by the courtesy of School of the Gifted, which is my company, which is my metaphysical school. You will get your hotel stay discounted, and it will be a hotel that is right down the street from the location where the event is going to occur. It is about taking your power back, not playing victim when shit happens to us in life, and then we sit and we complain and we wait and we fiddle our thumbs for God to circumvent the situation and to bless us and to turn the situation around. Well, first of all, I hate to shatter your paradigm, but you are God manifested in the flesh, and everything that is showing up in your life, you are the one that is creating the experience. You have not because you ask not. You have those things that are missing into your life because you have not manifested those things into your life. And instead of manifesting, you have complained, which has repelled those things from coming to you, even those things which already belong to you. All right. So again, you do not want to miss this opportunity, even if you got to put $250 aside every week for the next 4 weeks or whatever you need to do in order for you to save up this money. I am telling you, everything in your life will no longer be the same, and that will be a good thing for you. You will be able to turn any situation around instantaneously by using ancient power words that Jesus Christ used that has been kept secret, that I have tapped into frequencies to pull it out of the ethers to be able to share it with you. Oh yeah, there's more than meets the eye when it comes to Dr. Tyann Krumpa, okay? I'm not just the average naturopathic doctor, okay? I'm not just the one that does the shamanic Reiki healings, okay? I am tapped into the spiritual realm, which has given me access of so much. I mean, I'm telling you, it's a plethora of information that I have. All right, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get right into this reading for you. First of all, let me say, Buttercup, buckle up, because the shit show has just begun. Oh, yeah. It is a roller coaster ride if I have never seen one. The person that you are chiming in about, and I do realize that we do have cross watchers, so the person that you're doing the reading on or that you're listening to for this reading may be listening in on this reading too. Whatever the case, everybody's welcome to hear this message. It is a general reading. Take what resonates with you guys. Can I tell you that most of the time when you're listening to a general reading, it may not be something that you may experience before or that you're experiencing at the current time, but it could be something that's going to happen in the future. So therefore, readings are fluid. They can be either past, present, or future, and that's the reason why when I'm calling in help, I mention those different states of time. Okay? Now, as good as a reader that I am, no reader is always 100% accurate all the time. It is humanly impossible, just because that what I'm tapping into are the frequencies that are currently here. People change their frequency and their vibration every second of the day. You do not stay in the same mental states of consciousness, and you do not stay in the same state of your vibrational frequency, or we will all be happy all the time, because I'm sure that that's the frequency that we will all choose, provided that we had a choice. We do have a choice, but I'm just saying, provided the fact that if we had a choice in a decision to stay in a constant frequency all the time, I would choose to vibrate in the frequency of love all the time, because love brings you everything. And without love, you have nothing. All right, so confetti, what does this mean to you? What does this mean for you? And how does this benefit you? Well, this card is about painting your love, making it more beautiful. Reminds me of that Chris Brown song. If you love me. You know, it can get ugly before it gets beautiful. You know, in the very beginning, things can be very difficult, especially when it comes to true love. So many people have these fairy tale romance ideals that are played out in novels and movies alike, that you'll meet the one and it's so fucking amazing, and you know, it's and the heavens open up, and then the angels, they come with their choir and their angelic choirs with their harp strings, and they start singing this song, like, you know, serenading you both into this romance. It is not like that. Sometimes the most Beautiful relationships are birthed out of hardship. And so things are not going to always be beautiful, but the confetti card is coming here to tell you with the energy that whatever you have, appreciate it. If you had met and had the perfect opportunity to meet your twin flame in this lifetime, and your twin flame has chosen to walk away from you, send them love and light and thank them for the experience and the moments that they did come into your life to share the small space that they occupied at that time. Not everyone, even being a twin flame, is gifted the opportunity to meet their twin. So that's something to be grateful and thankful for. I feel like this person that you're connected to, they have made you out to be the damn fool. And the reason why you are the sacred fool is because, first of all, you're no fool. You're far from it. And second of all, the sacred fool is no fool at all. But they have no problem taking a leap of faith despite the cards that they have been dealt, despite the cards that the sacred fool has previously been dealt from other lovers when it comes to heartache and heartbreak and pain, harm and injury, and just being manipulated, being abused mentally, physically, and emotionally. They are still willing to put their heart back on that chopping block and just do it all over again for the sake of love, because they know that love is the embodiment of who they are to the core of their being, and that nobody, no place, and no thing can come and separate what God has already promised them in their hearts to be so. The sacred fool, despite of the times that this person that you're connected with has spoken harshly about you to friends and family alike, they have sullied your name, and they have dirtied and muddied your name in the mud, drug you through the mud, put you in front of the bus, let you get ran over multiple times just so they can raise themselves up by lowering you down and putting you down, and basically magnifying your flaws so it can try to camouflage their own. But guess what? It didn't work. Now this person is being made to eat crow shit. Okay. Now that you, for some of you, have moved on to your new partnership, they are really being hit hard because now they cannot fake their funk. They cannot fake their feelings and their emotions that they have for you. And then for some of you that are connected to a divine masculine, and I'm doing this reading for you as a divine feminine, I just want to let you know that when the divine masculine chooses to move away from you and go on into another relationship to be with someone else, the fact that he deliberately, whether knowingly or unknowingly, chose to walk away from the union and to be with someone else, they will never find their true happiness. They will never find their love that they have in you in another person, because that is their karma. When Saturn went direct, a lot of divine masculines are now being meted out their karma. And part of that is seeing you be happy with someone else. And it is very possible that divine feminine is very happy. And this is a genuine, true love that has been replaced. The divine masculine has now been replaced. Some of them have soulmates. Some of them have twin flame walk-ins, and I've made a video about this. It's about 2 videos ago, where the Lionsgate, which happened on August the 8th, was a major shift in the twin flame unions, and a lot of people were brought into unions, and those that were not brought into unions, that were faithful divine feminines that have done their spiritual work, they were rewarded a twin flame walk-in like myself. And oh my God, it's also beautiful. We have a mutual understanding. We get along. I've been waiting for the freaking shoe to drop for 6 weeks now, and the shoe has not dropped yet. Oh, it might have, we might have even been together for 7 weeks now. God, time really flies. I don't know how long we've been together, but I know it's been longer than a month, but not quite 2 months yet. Anyhow, you are at the brinks of something major, either about to happen for you, or it has already happened for some of you. It is a circus of love. And the reason why it's a circus of love is because for those of you that have moved on in your new relationship, You've moved on, and it's been like a circus of love for you, because you've been up and you've been down. Even in your own happiness, despite of, you are still connected in some way, in shape, form, or fashion with your divine counterpart or your twin flame, and it's caused a lot of heartache. But rest assured, when you start on a roller coaster ride, it is only how can I say, it's only scary and frightening at the very beginning. But as you learn to go with the natural flow and the rhythm of the ups and the downs and the, twists and the turns, you start to get adjusted. And I feel like for most of you, this is what the energy of the card is conveying to you, that hold on, because even though you may not fully understand the unfoldment of what is happening to you, and you're not able to pierce that far into the future and ahead to see what the outcome is, trust every step along the way that you are being brought into your new beginning. You are being brought into your new chapter. You are being brought into your new life. And this is exactly where you're supposed to be. And all of those things that you were holding on to, you had to let go of. And not to look at this because you're not with your divine counterpart as a loss, or you're not with your soulmate, because I'm opening this up to the soulmates as well. And this reading is a general reading, and the soulmates are a part of our collective as well. That, just because you're not with that person, that person is the end all to be all, because they are not. Source energy is the end all of the be all. There is a secret of Shinobi. Here is the secret. You already know that in your heart, you have all of the answers. There is no answers outside of you. Even me as your reader and being your medium right now on this reading, I am only confirming to you what you already know in your heart to be true. Tell me I'm lying. You already know, for those of you that have a burning desire to be with your divine counterpart, that you are going to get 3D union. And it's just going to be in divine timing. It may not be now, but you know that you're going to have that, because that is what you're in the vibration of. And if you're in the vibration of something, you have no choice. Just like a magnet, you're going to attract that to you. And so that is the secret of Shinobi, is just knowing the unknown. Okay, being the sacred fool, taking that leap of faith, and moving on with your life as a divine feminine anyway, and stop waiting on divine masculine to show up knocking at your damn door. Okay, because you already know that you are going to go down this rabbit hole. You're Alice in Wonderland right now. You are in a foreign land of consciousness. And in this foreign land of galactic or cosmic consciousness, you know that every step and every turn is being guided by your angels, your wayshowers, your guides, and your spiritual team. You are not lost. I mean, just think about how you've even gotten as far as you've gotten thus far. It's not been because you've been sucking your own thumb and getting your own information. It is because those that love you, that are beyond the veil, love you so much that they are committed to you, even in soul contracts with you. Entities and these beings are in a soul contract with you as well, to make sure that you are being well guided and protected in this union. This is a sacred union, and you don't have to do a single thing. This person that you're connected to, they've spoken and they've talked a lot of shit about you. They've gossiped about you. They said things that they even knew they damn selves were untrue, but at the time, it felt like the right thing to do because they felt like they had to keep their thing intact. They felt like they had to overcompensate for the shit that they did to you, because really, in their hearts of hearts, they knew what they did to you was really entirely wrong. But at the same time, remember, these things had to play out, and these things had to take their natural course, because it was all a part of your ascension process, which leads me to the date with destiny. Even down to the date and the time and the hour, and down to the very second that your soulmate or your twin flame walked into your very light. It was written in the book of destiny. Even when you are going to come back together, if It is written in the book of destiny for you two to come back together. It is written, and it is nothing that you or your person can do to try to catfish, manipulate the universe into making it sooner rather than later. The only thing that you can do in order to make this happen sooner is to get yourself in the right alignment and the highest vibrational frequency, so you are vibrating at the highest frequency that there is humanly possible on this earth. And as you are vibrating higher, you being connected and being a perfect mirror and match to your twin flame, this is only for twin flames, that will draw that person in, and that person has no choice but to rise to your frequency. You see, a lot of divine masculines are on the materialistic plane of existence. If they chose to be on the 3D plane, rather to be with you, that is a personal choice, and you are to respect their decision. You are to respect their decision, because we all have that thing called free will. And if someone chooses you, my divine masculine specifically told me in no uncertain terms 3 weeks ago that he wanted us both to move on, even though he knew it was going to be the most difficult ass thing ever. But he wanted to take that leap of faith. I had no choice but to say, okay, at your word. And I took him at his word. And so I moved into a relationship 3 weeks ago with my baby. And let me tell you, it was the best decision that I could have ever done. I have no regrets. And the only thing that I can say that I have regrets about, I wish I would have done this sooner. I waited 2.5 years, you guys, 2.5 years before I finally moved on. And that's another thing. They have went back to those that are in their circle. And when I say they, it could be divine feminine or divine masculine at this moment, because it's open. Okay. And it could be soulmate to soulmate, twin soul to twin soul, whatever category you find yourself in. But this is for everyone. Everybody this applies to. Your person has went back, and all these people that they have told all this stuff about you to, and that they have lied to, they're now having to go back and recant. They're now having to go back. They've even told these people that they didn't really love you, that they didn't feel like you were their soulmate, or they didn't feel like you were their person, when they knew deep down inside that you really were the person for them. Matter of fact, that for some of them, they even knew that you were their twin flame. But they did that because they thought that the universe was stupid, and that the universe was going to bring them somebody to replace you, because they made the choice not to be with you. And they felt like in their free will, by making that choice, that they were outsmarting the universe. And guess what happened? They got their fucking karma. That's what happened, because they knew deep down inside, their intuition, their guides, their angels, even source has been leading this person, giving them intuitive nudges to go your way, in your direction, and they deliberately went the other way. And now they have to pay the piper. They have to pay for making the decision not to be with you. And now it is causing mental madness in some of them. And that is their soul punishing them. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. That is their soul punishing them. Or let's just say this. Okay, my angel said don't say it. Don't say punishing them. Okay, what do you want me to say? Okay, that is their soul course correcting them. My angels are so politically correct. Back onto the path in which they are supposed to walk. And if they choose to continue to walk the same direction that they have been warned, some of them will be just like King Nebuchadnezzar in the Bible, who ate grass for 7 years and crawled on his belly like an animal. He went mentally insane when he did not follow the orders and directions from God. So that's the same thing that's going to happen to some of these divine counterparts who are divine masculines, whether male or female, because we know we're talking about just an energy and not the actual sexual organ of a female and a male. So just like King Nebuchadnezzar, a lot of them are suffering from mental illnesses. They think that some of the mental illnesses that they're dealing with has to do with the way that they were raised. Some of it is. Some of it is childhood trauma, but unbeknownst to themselves, because they are limited in their consciousness, because they're not fully awakened to their divine selves, it has a lot to do with previous lifetimes and them not choosing to be in this relationship. So it's like an accumulation of energies that are all in this one negative energy ball, kind of like a dark cloud that is over them, that is surrounding them, that is following them, and it's on purpose. And yes, Source is allowing it, and it is a righteous thing, because it is supposed to wake them up, not have them sitting up there playing victimhood and crying over the fact that now they done lost the love of their lives, because they know. And they already knew from the very beginning. They may not have known the magnitude or the depth of the relationship, but they knew that you, the person that is chiming in for this reading in connection to the other person, they knew you were the one. They knew it all along, but they denied it. Okay? You know, it's a boomerang effect. What you put out into the universe comes back to you, good, bad, right or wrong, or indifferent. And that person chose to do bad towards you. They didn't choose to work out what was good in the relationship. And so now they're having a date with destiny. Destiny is showing up, knocking at their door. And destiny is asking this person, how come you didn't fulfill the divine contract that was set out for you and this person? How come you chose to manipulate? How come you chose to betray this person instead of love and uphold and respect this person and honor this person? It's really difficult for a lot of divine masculines, because they've been doing this shit for years and in many incarnations. This is not something that they just did in this incarnation. This is the very reason why they incarnated, so they can correct what they have been doing wrong. But instead, they have chosen every single time 3D, because it's easier. It's easier for me to do things in my cardinal state in my lower chakras. It's hard to ascend and to do things from a higher perspective and higher consciousness and from my higher chakras, because that means I'm going to have to fucking do work. They don't want to do the work, you guys. And so for you divine masculines, for you divine feminines that are connected to a masculine like this, who's not in his divinity and that's not really considered the divine masculine at this time, it is time for you to make the executive choice and decision to look at them for who they really are, as a person that really is spiritually sick and emotionally bankrupt and mentally ill. Okay? Have compassion for them, because they've not only done you like this in this lifetime, they've done you like this in many lifetimes. So you should be used to it by now. Okay? You should be used to it right now. And you should be at this point, as the elevated goddess that you are, to choose to no longer entertain this shit show and to walk away. Walk away does not mean that you're walking away from your twin flame journey. It means that you're walking away from the shit show. You're walking away from this silly circus of love. You're no longer going to be the clown. Okay? Let this person be the clown by themselves. Either one or two things are going to happen. This person is going to eventually wake up, or this person is going to continue to sleep. Either way, it's none of your business. Do not concern yourself with what they choose to do or what they choose not to do. It only becomes your concern when they bring themselves back into your life, and then you have to make a concerted effort to follow your inner guidance and to consult with Source on what your next step is, if this presents itself. And with the date with destiny card, I am here to give you strong confirmation and affirmation that it will. And I have come to the conclusion of your beautiful reading. If you want to see me on the other side, I will do an extended. Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. I will do an extended because you got to know the secret. And I will reveal the secret on the other side. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, donate if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list from Amazon. What's up, y'all? Y'all ain't been looking at my wish list? I haven't gotten something. It's been a month. I'm just saying, when you purchase something on my wish list, it shows up on this channel and you benefit, everybody benefits alike. All right. I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.